Got to change the thing, didn't I? Ding. Gonna save? Yeah. Excellent. Also, totally didn't monetize the puppet streams. Surprised more people haven't liked those ones. I guess it is kind of vague, isn't it? Don't mind me, just trying to fix some things real quick while we're sitting here. Because I laid out the critter ones got more than the actual Godzilla. Weird. Hey, Russell. All right. I'm gonna share it on Discord, but everybody's kind of popping in. Anyways, listen up, Rangers. Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve. So some progress on things. Latex came in. Funny enough, this is a lot smaller than I thought I was kidding. I don't know why. Just 32 ounces just sound like way more in my head. Should be good to at least get the crate done. I'm not 100% going to be able to get both, though. So I definitely think I want to try to, if I'm going to focus on one, is getting the crate. So what I did earlier, he's still slightly damp, is I just went over the entire, well, everywhere that I'm going to apply latex to, I went over it with latex, so at least the fabric gets like one good hit of it before I go over and start thickening stuff. So tomorrow, if I get around to it, I'm going to take some of the latex with some flour to thicken it, and then I start adding like to the sections where I really need to like bulk it up and do some detailing. It's going to be the hope there. Oh, so that'll be tomorrow if I get around to it. I don't know what that flash was. That was weird. It's got to be like ghosties. So today I was thinking about just working on getting the eyes set up for it. And then also we have... Wherever the hell he went. Baby Gorgo we're going to paint. I gotta move things real quick though. I got a lot of crap painting on this because, like I said, I keep randomly working on puppets. Yeah, so I want to paint the eyeballs. Yeah, because I got your figure filmed today, Lady Draco. So I'm hoping I'm gonna do photos and make sure that everything's edited tomorrow and then ship it on Friday. And then same thing with Andrew's 2 figures. Just make sure everything's all good before I send them out. He was in the 3rd one. These are Critters 3. This one I'm gonna go for Critters 2, I think. So it's gonna be the bald one. Is the attempt. I like the 3rd Critters movie. Well, to be fair, I like the first 4 Critters movies. The 4th one's the worst one, but I still dig it. Alright, let's adjust you guys down. Maybe. Might have to. Woo. Why won't you bend? Oh, because I'm backwards. Guys are going on a ride. There we go. Alright. We don't need scissors. Oh yeah, like the straight to DVD ones. Well, I think like the after the second one they were all DVD. But yes, they were horrible. I think the only thing I found enjoyment is the one that has the white critter, the female that like hates other critters. If this comes out good, I might attempt. That might be what I might attempt. But we'll have to see how this one comes out. If Ball Critter comes out like hot and dookie, then I think we're just gonna call it good. But anyways, where's my paint? So we're gonna do this. If I do stream tomorrow, it's definitely like I really gotta get that Zilla done. Well, that'll probably be tomorrow for sure. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna primer the eyeballs and then go over them with red, and then re-go back over it with black, or then do the pupil. Because the looking at the ones in the movie, they just look red with the pupil. That's it. Yeah, we're gonna make Steve Crichton. We might use Steve Crichton videos if he comes out really good. Like if he comes out too good, we'll definitely have to keep using him for things. Yeah, to be honest, if he comes out looking like Hot Duke, yeah, I'll probably still get used just for giggles. Just to remind myself of my failures. Oh, that's what I forgot to order. More black. Okay, we need that. This might be the last time I use it. Black. I'm bitching. But I think this is trying to get a bit of a proper eyeball look. I'm gonna try to dry brush the reds on. Let's see how that turns out. Oh, I forgot to hook up the hair dryer. That's a thing. Hold up. Ugh. I cleaned up things so the hair dryer ain't sitting out anymore. Yeah, gotta work it around the laptop. Think I could plug it in while keeping the laptop plugged in. We're good. Oh, well, the second one's got like you got the giant critter ball. I think it's probably the most noteworthy thing out of that, and then also the bounty hunter becoming the Playboy girl. Which was hilarious growing up because my mom, because like we had Critters on VHS, and I watched that movie so much because it was one of the only like early horror movies that my mom would let me watch like religiously. So then she got me, so she decided to get me the other Critters. Well, nobody told her about the one bounty hunter becoming the girl, and it's just like butt naked in the movie, and just walks off. I was like, this is the best movie ever. I don't know why everybody's so much crap about it. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, because I know this is the first movie like they get stupid big, and then do they get bigger in the fourth one? The fourth one's the one I like. I know remember the least about, other than it's critters in space. And I can't remember like the big things that happen in that. Like I said, other than just being in the location. Yeah, the one in space is four. I can't remember if there was a big one in there. Yeah, because the third one's probably like the least exciting one, but it's probably the best written one. Well, the first one, third one, I say were probably when I remember the better written ones in terms of just like kind of adding a little bit more mythos to the critters, to the crates. Yeah, the second one had babies, if I remember right, because they eat the dog. And then yeah, after that, it's like the one that gets like its head scalped, which I guess we're naming Steve, and then becoming the ball. So instead of like the one getting bigger, they just all become like a conglomerate. Oh, I just realized you guys can't see a darn thing I'm doing, can you? I need to sit down and watch those again. It's definitely gonna be one of those like if the puppet turns out good, I might have to make our Nez like we'll sit down and watch all the Critters movies. Maybe Halloween this year. Maybe that'll be a Halloween thing. Because my mom's trying to talk me into making more of them so that I can decorate my front yard with critters. Have them poking out from under the porch. Depends on which one. Like, there's a little bit of gore, but it's not nearly as bad as say like most like Freddy or Jason movies. Because I remember, the first one's not that gory. Outside of like the pin needles look kind of gross. Of course, there's blood and everything, but it's not like super over the top. That's what I remember. The second one has a little bit more. But from what I remember, like none of them were really that bad. Honestly, I would say the newest ones probably had more gore than the old ones, but there's so it's just like that's all there is in them is gore. Because I think the newest one, it was just like still shots and just like dead bodies everywhere. Like you didn't really see anything really happening on screen. It would just like cut back to people dead and Wright's kind of just doing things. Hey, Paradzilla. It's like I'm just kind of layering. No, it's super crazy because I want a little bit of the blacks to show through. Yeah, for the most part, it's like you see more like blood coming out of people's mouths or like damaged up limbs. Kind of want to be a little bit brighter, and I'm kind of thinking tomato might be where I want to go. Oops. Still a little bit of gray from the earlier. Oh yeah, it's nowhere close to like a Halloween's ends. Yeah, it's pretty much like the gore is almost like comical in the Critter movies. But if you like if you enjoy Gremlins, I would definitely say you want something like a little bit more scary. Critters is definitely the way to go. Yeah, pretty much just like the Critters just have like a little bit more, like they still have like a little bit of comedy to it. But they're definitely in the more in the spectrum of horror than the Gremlins was. Okay, now I'm just gonna kind of focus on the front here a little bit, brightening this up because this is probably going to be the area where I actually want to have the pupil. So then I gotta double check if I gotta pick up some more resin or if I can get away with what I got. So my thought is possibly just putting some UV resin over top of it and curing it, or I might just get some actual resin and go to town on it. No, I never got around to watching the animated series. I know Jessica watched like a little bit of it, but I never got around to it. Oops, I think there's a little too much water on my brush. Oh, yeah, there it goes. Eyeball, I need you. I think we're good. Oh God, I haven't heard this song in a while. Forget the name of this band. I know the song's name. Crazy Town. For some reason, it's in like 2000s mode right now in my ear, and it's playing Butterfly by Crazy Town. And I remember jamming this with some 15-inch subwoofers in a truck. Good times, good times. We'll say the song is catchy. Oh, I gotta actually look at that puppet again to see how big the people needs to be for this. Almost kind of looks like a tomato with that little nub there. Hey, same thing. You kind of pick a side. I think I'm kind of stuck with these on the side now. It's gonna brighten up around the center here. It's pretty much right where the bit of wood there. I think that's where I'm gonna hit with the pupil. Yeah, double check the critter eyes. Oh, I guess I'll be a little bit playable right now because it's still a little damp. Yes. That'll work. Oh, there's probably a chance I'll probably go see that. I went a little bigger than I wanted. Maybe I'll fix that. My hand slipped as soon as my hand moved. Watch out! Oh. Yeah, he kind of looks like a mummy, doesn't he? Yeah, as I say, I probably could have done ping pong balls, or even maybe like 3D printed them. If I do make more of these, I would possibly 3D print them, just because I can. Because then I could do them like in an amber and then paint the pupil on it. I think it would look really, 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 really nice if I did it that way. But because this is a first try, and like I said, I don't know if it's going to come out good. So I figure we'll have a little fun with it, do it a little simple, and then if it comes out good, then I know if I really want to invest in it more or not. But I think the little wooden eyeballs will work good for now. Like, so I'll put clear coat over them so they'll still look good. But yeah, you could definitely do something translucent, add some lights. But that would be like I'd want to use like a full fur critter to do that with anyways. Because if this one comes out good, the next one I'll just do a normal one. But I'll probably do, like you mentioned, the light up eyes, and also probably do the quills. Make some quills for it. But I was watching some tutorials, so I have an idea of how I'm doing this. Because you can take latex with flour to thicken it up to kind of make it like a paste, and then use that to kind of sculpt and make your details and hide some of the fabric lines and such where it's going to be showing. I'm going to have to do that a lot on the Godzilla, which is going to suck. That's why I don't think I have enough latex. I might have enough to be able to do the lines, but I don't think I'll have enough to do the lines and also make all the scaling and such. Anyways, where's little Gorgo? We need little Gorgo. Little Gorgo, here he is. I would be if I did the yard, I would have like different ones. Maybe it's like biting on the like an electrical cable or something. I've seen. Like, latex rots no matter what, so at some point it's going to go. The other thing I would think, because I've heard flour and cornstarch, or like baby powder, is another thing you can use. Pretty much any kind of coagulating agent. I have a bunch of cornstarch, so I'm tempted to use cornstarch instead. Because I've used that for quite a bit of stuff similar to that before. Hey, Atomic. Oh, not much. Just working on a baby Gorgo. I try to get baby Gorgo relatively set up today, so then if I could do the filming tomorrow, I might be able to get this out Friday too. Because I got your hand done. Wherever it went. Oh, there it is. Yeah, keep sliding back. Alright, so double checking. There was only the one in the box, right? I'm not crazy. I only seen one in the box. There's the two other clenched fists, and then there was that one. Painting the baby Gorgo to look like the atomic version from the comics. We did the big one a few days ago. So if you're interested in seeing that, there was a previous stream, or there'll also be a video. Yeah, I have that one. Wait, what am I color matching it to? Is it a color match? No, I gotta look. I'll just make it a fist. No, I haven't really thought about doing that one just because it's something I could see them making at some point. Honestly, probably sooner than later. It's probably also why nobody's really ever like a lot of these are commissions that people are paying me to make. Okay, just double check. All right, so I'll mess with that too then. Always interesting trying to do these little minute details. Did you? Yeah, because my thought mainly is like a lot of, especially if you're commissioning somebody to do stuff, the amount of like time and effort plus already paying to get the base figures and stuff anyways, it tends to be cheaper if there's already an option to just go with the cheaper option or to go with that option, even if it's like upfront more money. But you're probably going to invest more in time and materials than what they're going to charge. Now, repaints, mind you, that's a little bit of a different story. Because sometimes you can get like a clearance version of something that you want in a different color. And then you can go ham on it. Oh, that'd be a fun one. I'm surprised I haven't done more Chaos Series stuff. I don't get nearly as many dinosaur commissions that I thought I would originally. Like right off the rip when I started doing customs for people, the dinosaur stuff was popular. And then it tanked off super hard for Godzilla stuff. Like one of my favorite ones I did was it was a Velociraptor I painted and made a base for. That thing turned out really good. Made it look like the White Raptor from JP3. I forget what the name of the Raptor, what the brand of the Raptor was, because I don't think it was a Rebor. It's like Paplo? I think it was Paplo? That's what I mean. Even if I was doing like say even if I was doing the commission myself, um, like a lot of people were I got a lot of messages about people wanting me to make evolved Godzillas out of the not evolved Godzilla. And even to do it myself, I'm spending like we'll use Monster Arts as a comparison. I'm spending like $70 on a figure that I think the regular evolve went for like 120. So saving $50 buying the regular one, but you also have to like the spines have to be redone. Part of the head would have to be touched up. Plus, you'd have to paint it. So then you need epoxy putty, which can get a little pricey. So you're just looking at least like $15-20 on epoxy putty because you got to buy bulk quantities. You can't just buy like enough to do it. And you still need quite a bit. Plus your paints, you're looking probably like 15-ish bucks there. So now we're at 30. And you're gonna spend like multiple hours doing it. At least for like stuff like that. Then we gotta do the chest. I was gonna just slightly touch up the knees. Alright. Off camera, I'm using Lady Draco's Citadel water pot. You do have a lot of them. Yeah, I think in terms of like quantity, you definitely have the most of the commissions I've done for Godzilla. I have a buddy that beats people in dinosaurs. So I did a few dinosaurs for him. So I don't really think you got. Do you have anything dinosaur for me other than that the G Rex? Oh yeah, the Bagan was dope. the Begun was a fun one. That one was. It was one of those like it was challenging, but it was fun. Like I have a lot of fun doing those like those ones. So I tend not to charge usually as much for those as I probably should. So I just get a lot more amusement out of them. Like that Hell Godzilla one was a really fun one. I almost kind of regret selling that one. But to be honest, I could just get the new. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think you have any other dinos. That one was a fun one too, though. Yeah, the Bandai one kind of sucks. So if I'm gonna be honest, like I would still say my Super Godzilla looks way better than the Bandai one. It's cool. I didn't want it back. Now, if anything, when the 2000 comes out, that would be one. If I was gonna attempt to redo it, I would probably grab that to do it. Okay. No, he's the Scarlet. Starting to remind me a lot of doing the eyeballs. I didn't think the Bandai one was bad for the Bagan. Yeah, but the problem is the highest would be harder to make it though because because they're like a NECA. They're so damn thick. While the monster arts cuts easier to be able to make the giant mouth and such. I don't think I'd be able to get away with that with the high up. Honestly, I was gonna use the high. I would almost be tempted to use like the mix of the high and the Bandai vinyl, maybe. No, because then the scale would be off. So use like the vinyl to make the mouth, and then just keep all the joints from the high. I do eventually got to remake a Super Godzilla for myself. Problem is half the time I make commission customs for myself, I almost end up always selling them. I think of all my customs I've made, I have my Star Wars ones I still have hanging around, the Spawn ones I still have hanging around, the Kaiju girls, and my Don Fry. I think the only reason I still have the Don Fry is because I have it autographed. My Douglas Gordon figure. which I also really like that one too. Yeah, it's usually YouTube. My favorite is when I see like other people selling them in the wild that I've done. It was just like, wait, I know that could be, I know that figure. Oh, because she is my Lady Jorko is my fellow. It's I did for somebody else. I think that one was a cool one. I like that one quite a bit. I thought that one turned out really well. Does anyone of you guys buy? Was it the Green Lantern one? No, not the Red Lantern. The Red Lantern one went up for sale and somebody bought them. Oh, now the fun part. So coloring's on. Oh, get a little more light on here. I need a bit of neon. I think it was this one with the scarlets to brighten it up. There's the thing next to you. The only other one I know off the top of my head I've done for a guy. I think the most is like 3 to 4 in general for repeat customers. Oh, and Lady Draco. Lady Draco. It should be like close second. Andrew's starting to get there. The nails are so hard. On a fun note, at least I don't have to paint the mouth. There we go. The babiest of fire Gorgos. I wish the light was a little brighter. I think you probably was. I adjusted the camera to look at me while doing the crate, so now everything for you guys looks a little darker. Actually, you know what? The back maybe be a little straighter. Yep. There we go. Okay. Call it good. A little straighter now. That's a solid productive. Got some eyeballs. Might try to straighten those up a little bit more. Problem is I'm out of black. All good. So now I got the shape. Not you. Where's my actual detailed brush? Eh. I like that one a little better now. I think that looks good too. Yeah, that's a good one. I don't know about perfect eyes, but yeah. Because problem is I gotta get stuff that's like about this size, which I guess is probably about ping pong bally. I'd have to Google to see what's exactly out there. But like I said, I think if I was hard pressed, I would probably just 3D print eyes. Because then I could get the right color that I want right off the rip. So it would just be printing the eyeballs and painting pupils on them. Because then I wouldn't even have to really clear coat them either, because I could just cure them the way they come out, so they'd already be shiny. Yeah, I'm digging them quite a bit. I was just waiting for you to kind of dry overnight so I can mess around. But that'll be definitely tomorrow. I'll be doing quite a bit with that, more than likely. Outside of working on a porch. I gotta work on a porch tomorrow. Anyways. You know, I was thinking you guys could see me, but guess not. Alright. Anyways, the other one I gotta wrap up is the Super 7 here. I just gotta touch up a couple things, I think. And he's gotta get clear coated. So I do on my own time. Might just clear coat and call it a day. I opened it up just to make sure what it was. Because I was like, okay, I'm assuming this giant box of things is probably the Bandai vinyls. And sure enough, it was. So I seen like 2 of them. I was thinking tomorrow my General Grieve is supposed to show up. So if I live stream, we might do like an unboxing. But the problem is your box has like packages in packages. So I probably have to go through it to remove some packages just so you don't get random addresses. But I'll probably open up a stream just so you can see it for sure. And then General Kenobi's head showed up today. I think that's this one. And then this. Well, one of them is. I can't show this one. But one's definitely a Kenobi head, and one I'm pretty sure is your Halloween outfit. Oh, while I'm here, I'm gonna have to hold it above. Actually, I guess I could keep it below camera. Let's see what it is. Game in a box. Oh yeah, this is Kenobi. Looks pretty good. Well, on a fun note, I don't think this one was 3D printed. I think this is actual cast. So that's cool. Or they did a phenomenal job cleaning it, but it looks pretty good. Oh, we have to sit here and try and make this look like what's his face now? It's gonna be like like using the John Cena head for Ernest because it looks like similar. Yeah, Matthew Lillard. No, it's got the look. It's just like once you grab him up. Oh, we need glasses, right? We gotta make him some glasses. Need glasses? I know we had glasses in the at the desk scene. I forget later if you still had them on or not. The other one. Oh god, it's super taped up. Where's my knife? Which I butcher knife thing here. It's taped up so much. So I'll be honest, I forgot the name of the guy that was making your outfit. Oh, yep, it's a close. Okay, cool. So I'll probably start working that in the near future. Ooh. Neato. I dig the knife. Actually, metal, that's cool. Not my favorite paint job, but I dig it. I dig the knife. I like that's actual like wood handle and everything. That's cool. Man, probably help if I actually watched this movie, so I actually knew what these were. It's like I said, I made it like 30 minutes into that movie. That's about as far as I got. So I have no idea what this is for, other than it looks like he held something in it. Looks like his undershirt. Knife sheath. Okay, that would have been my assumption, but yeah, the clothes are really sweet. I like these quite a bit. Oh, and then oh, because I gotta look at because I gotta weather them and modify the head, right? Because the mask is different. So that'll be fun. You have to check out more of his stuff because I followed him just because you sent me the link, but I gotta see some of the other things that he's done. Well, yeah, the clothes came out really good. I'm really impressed with those. Better than anything I've done, clothes wise, anyways. Best thing I've done are spawn capes. Actually, have I done any other clothes other than spawn capes? Like legitly, anyways? I think everything else is pretty much kit bash random things. All right, cool. But anyways, we're gonna call it good for the stream. I need to get ready to go to bed. So you can help us defeat those guys by hitting that like button, subscribe, become a ranger today. We also got Instagram, Patreon, TikTok, Facebook. Guys, like people video channel donate, greatly would appreciate it. If you guys like to pick up some figures for yourself, there's links and subscriptions for Entertainment Earth. If you guys would like to get your stateside figures there, or because tariff situation is not as bad, well, still not great, but better than what it was, infinitely better than what it was. You can find a link for Calcus Toys. You can save 6% off your order code Steve Calcus at checkout. If you're picking up your high Godzilla figures, it's my go-to place. You get them much sooner than stateside. And King Ghidorah, they currently have in stock. So if you guys want it way before BBTS or Entertainment Earth, you'll get it much sooner. And they do free shipping stateside. Or if you guys like to pick up some stuff for myself, or looking to get commissions done, there's a link in the description for the Etsy. My personal Instagram is a good one to go with, or our Patreon. We have a Discord attached to our Patreon. It's $3 to get access to the Discord, and definitely do a lot of commissions for everybody in the Discord. I get to show off our fun, sweet stuff. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one.